Finance Breakers put together this video to keep you updated on what's going on in the world of finance. It brings together news, analysis, and reports from a wide range of online resources, to provide you with the most up-to-date information about the global financial markets, empowering you to make better informed and more responsible investment decisions. Before we begin, if you enjoyed watching the video, please share your thoughts by clicking the like button and writing them in the comments section below. If you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, you will be among the first people to find out when new videos are published on the channel. So let's just get started. The Dow Jones Industrial Average scored an increase of 827.87 points, which is equivalent to a 2.83% gain, and finished the day at 30,038.72. The Standard & Poor's 500 index finished the day up 2.60% at 3,669.91, putting an end to a losing streak of 6 days. Following the publication of inflation data that was significantly higher than analysts had anticipated, the stock market experienced choppy trading and fell to its lowest levels. After that, the Dow climbed back up by more than 1,400 points as traders processed the information contained in the report. Consumer prices rose 0.4% for the month, more than the 0.3% estimate, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. On a 12-month basis, so-called headline inflation was up 8.2%, off its peak in June but still near the 1980s levels. The report initially rattled financial markets, with stock market futures plunging. However, those losses reversed in morning trading and the Dow Jones rallied into the afternoon. Thursday's data likely cements a fourth consecutive 0.75 percentage point hike when the Fed next meets November the 1st to the 2nd. The chances of a fifth straight hike 3/4 point hike also are rising. The number of people who filed new claims for unemployment during the week that ended on October 8 was 228,000, which represents a 9,000 increase from the previous reporting period. The number of people filing for unemployment benefits has increased for 2 weeks in a row, reaching a new high that hasn't been seen since the beginning of September. The 4-week moving average, which seeks to account for volatility in the weekly reading, also increased by 5,000 to 211,500. This increase brings the total number of claims to 211,500. Consumer prices jumped 10.9% from a year ago in September, topping August's 8.8% advance. That's more than the 10.2% economists in a Bloomberg survey had estimated. A spike in inflation was expected as Germany wound down summer discounts on public transport and fuel. The scale of the acceleration will trouble the European Central Bank, which is struggling to tame prices. ECB members from the Baltic region favor a repeat of September's 3/4 point move. Money markets currently price a 60% chance of the deposit rate being lifted to 1.5% from 0.75% now. Latvia's Mārtiņš Kozaks, let's take a bigger step and move the rates up. The ECB's efforts are complicated by a rapidly deteriorating outlook for the 19-nation euro area. The most prominent smart charging platform in the United Kingdom, has agreed to serve as the official charging partner for all of the brands that are owned by Volkswagen Group. The Home Pro Smart Charger is able to establish a connection to the national grid in real time, which enables owners to take advantage of the most cost-effective charging times. The charger also gives drivers the option to charge their vehicles at times when the amount of renewable energy being generated on the national grid is at its highest, thereby further reducing the CO2 impact that they have. Netflix will charge $6.99 per month for its new advertising-supported tier. The company will roll out in the US on November 3rd. Basic with ads tier will include an average of 4 to 5 minutes of commercials each hour. The move comes as subscriber growth has plateaued in recent quarters. The company will have hundreds of advertisers at launch and has nearly sold out its inventory. Video resolution for Netflix's advertising tier will be 720p rather than 1080p. The quality of Netflix's standard plan costs $15.49 per month. Ad-supported Disney Plus and Hulu will both cost $7.99 per month when Disney Plus's ad-tier launches in December. During trading in New York, Domino's share price climbed as high as 11%. The same-store sales in the US came in higher than expected by industry analysts. It was a mixed quarter overall, with revenue that was in line with expectations but adjusted earnings per share that fell short of the average analyst estimate. In September, the Consumer Price Index recorded a gain of 6.6% when compared to the same month the previous year. Any potential transaction, if agreed, may face antitrust scrutiny and require asset sales. Soaring food prices are a key driver behind inflation in the US. This kind of tie-up could present a number of political and regulatory hurdles for this kind of deal. Shares of Albertsons rose as much as 14% on Thursday after Kroger's shares fell. A potential tie-up would give the combined entity increased purchasing power, a sprawling shopper loyalty program and greater heft in technology investments. The two companies have particularly similar footprints on the West Coast, an analyst said. That could set the stage for significant store divestitures in some parts of the country. The dollar fell against most currencies after initially spiking following a hotter-than-expected US inflation report. Some investors thought the market's initial response to the data was excessive. The greenback briefly hit a 32-year peak against the yen of 147.665 after the data. The euro also fell against the dollar initially to a 2-week low, then rebounded. Fed funds futures have priced in a 9.1% chance of a rate hike next month. The greenback also initially soared against the Swiss franc, hitting its highest since May 2019. Sterling posted steep gains against the dollar after reports of a possible U-turn by the UK government on its fiscal plans. The White House accuses Saudi Arabia of coercing other OPEC+ countries into agreeing to a huge cut in oil production. A National Security Council spokesman says the US had provided the Saudis with analysis showing no market basis for a production cut. President Joe Biden and top US officials have expressed outrage at the OPEC+ alliance's decision. Saudi Foreign Ministry denies its intent was to help Russia, cites its vote for UN resolutions condemning Ukraine invasion. Spat comes just 3 months after Vice President Joe Biden traveled to Saudi Arabia to try to thaw relations. Congress is expected to debate whether to strip OPEC+ nations of immunity from antitrust suits. Legislation that would remove US troops and missile defense systems from Saudi Arabia could be attached to a defense bill.